Hey, what's going on, guys? Rock here, and I got a game of Blacklight Tango down for you. This is Team Deathmatch on a map called Derailleur. And I just picked this game up, and I thought I would give you guys a video letting you know my first impressions and thoughts about it. And maybe that might help you decide whether or not you would want to pick up this game or not. And this game is going to be available on all three of your major platforms, the Xbox 360, the PS3, and the PC. Sorry, Wii players, you are out of luck on this one. And this game, I tell you what, my first impressions, if you're a first-person shooter player, you're definitely going to like this one. It's an interesting mix of different games, and you'll see little things in each of them that kind of show through in this. My thoughts are, if Halo and Call of Duty got together for some hot, sweaty sex, this would be the baby, okay? Tango Down would be the offspring of those two games, because there's lots of similarities between Halo and Call of Duty. The control schemes are virtually identical to Call of Duty. At one point in this game, I'm actually going to kneel down all over this guy because I'm so used to playing on tactical button layout on Call of Duty that I hit my B button instead of the right stick to melee. But you know, it's like playing any new game. It's going to take you a little bit getting used to learn the controls and get comfortable with them so that you can actually use them without really thinking about them. And one big tip I can give you about Derailleur, stay out of the subway. Don't go down here where I am at. I actually picked up some needless deaths down here in the subway because, I don't know, I felt like that was a really good route to take to get to the other side of the map. And that subway is not very forgiving. It will pretty much annihilate you, so stay out of the subway. But one neat thing about Blacklight Tango Down, you notice this visor that I'm using right here. I can see my enemy's location. You have a very limited amount of time that you can use the visor before it has to regenerate. It's called a Hyper Reality Visor, or HRV. And no matter which team you're on, you get this visor, so it's not like one team's going to have an advantage over the other. And there are two factions. There are only two factions in this game. There is the Blacklight Operatives, and there is a group called the Order. They do have some type of little backstory to why these two factions are at war, and here I get pwned by the subway once again. So that's two deaths there I actually could have avoided in this game, but I'm hard-headed. I wanted to get back down there because that seemed like a great route to get to the other side of the map. But anyway, you know, the two factions in this game, they're warring for some reason or another. But you know, who really needs a reason to fight, right? As this guy, he's down in the subway. Why doesn't he get run over by the subway train? Anyway, the visor. Let's get back to the visor. You have a certain amount of time that you can activate this visor, and you can locate your teammates and the enemy team, and you can also locate two other very important things. There is a ammo stash and a health stash. Here's an ammo stash right here. If you're running low on ammo, you can actually locate that with your visor, go to it, replenish your ammo. Same thing with the health. Very similar to Halo ODST in the health in this game. You can lose your health, and it will regenerate somewhat on its own, but then it will stop at a certain point, and you have to either go find the health station and replenish it to full health, or you know, get killed and you'll start over with new health. So that is one similarity I found to ODST with the health packs, and I think Halo Reach is going to be very similar to that now that you'll be able to go find the health packs as well. But the Call of Duty button layout is very easy to pick up. If you've played any amount of Call of Duty, you're going to be able to grab this game and just start playing. And it'll feel kind of quirky at first, but it took me, I think this was about my 5th or 6th game, something like that. And it took me about the midpoint of this game to kind of start feeling my stride as I go down in the subway yet again, but I don't linger too long this time, I think. Find my teammate and an enemy down here fighting it out, and I'm able to kill the enemy, and I believe my teammate there gets pwned by the subway. So I'm not going to go back down there again and play with that subway. It's just not a good idea. But this game ranks up just like Call of Duty. You get experience points for every kill, and that is basically how you rank up. And I do believe that you have 70 levels. Yes, 70 levels in this game. So they did make this with the intent of you putting in some hours to achieve those higher ranks in this game. And as you rank up and level up, you unlock new weapons, you unlock new armors, new attachments. Very similar to Call of Duty in that respect, that you get all these different things. That is the big draw on this game, is all the weapon combinations you can make. You have your basic SMGs, assault rifles, sniper rifles, shotguns, and LMGs. And, you know, I really don't know what all is available just yet. You know, I was a pretty low-level player at this point. I think I was a 6, 7, something like that. You guys can check out the beginning of this video and see what I was ranked at the beginning and what I'll be ranked at the end. But this was the gun I'm using right now. This is the very first assault rifle. You'll have to forgive me, I don't even know what it's called. This is the very first assault rifle that you can get in the game, and I did unlock this little, I guess you would call it a hologram type sight. I believe it's called a rail. Here again, you'll have to forgive me for not knowing for sure what all this stuff is called, because I literally had just started playing this. Oh, that right there, if you saw where I ran up to that little thing there, that is where you replenish your health at. And it's a really good idea to learn where those are on the map, because they can be extremely useful. And they got these little barriers set up around the map, and really good idea to make use of these. Give yourself some cover. You can get killed quite easily in this game. Oh, that right there, there are two different types of secondary grenades that you can use besides your frag grenade. There's a Digi Grenade, which I assume stands for digital, and it creates like this giant bubble of digital blurriness. So it basically blinds you for anything in this little bubble radius area, and it's really good to throw those into tight choke points where you expect an enemy team to be funneling through. Your other grenade is an EMP grenade, and what it does is it basically disables your visor for a certain amount of time and gives you a blue screen with a bunch of funky writing all over it. And right there was where I failed at trying to melee that guy. I was hitting my B button with the intent of melee, but that is your crouch button in this game, just like a standard button layout in Call of Duty. You do have to depress your right stick in to melee. So for those of you guys out there who play on tactical button layout just like I do, you're probably going to do the same thing a few times when you first start playing this game. But just try to remember it's standard button layout and you should be okay. But as you rank up in this game, you're going to unlock new weapons and new attachments for all these weapons. That is the big draw to this game. They tout trillions of weapon combinations. Now, I don't know about trillions, but there's certainly going to be quite a few. Every time you rank up, you unlock something new, something different, and it may not necessarily be a weapon attachment. It may be armor. It could be camo. There's another interesting little thing that you can unlock as you rank up. There are little weapon tags that you can actually apply to each weapon, and it will give some type of different attribute to that weapon. It can either make it stronger, or might make your armor stronger, give you more stamina, more health, and it'll be interesting to see all the different unlocks that become available. In order to earn all these weapons and unlocks, you have to play some games, and they got you covered in that department too. There are 7 different game modes to play. I'm playing Team Deathmatch in this game right here, and it's pretty basic. There's also Deathmatch, which is basically free-for-all. And there's a couple of interesting twists on the Team Deathmatch and Deathmatch game modes. They have something called the Last Man Standing, and basically it's kind of a cross between Search and Destroy and Free-for-all or Team Deathmatch. And what it means is, like, I played some Free-for-all, Last Man Standing Deathmatch, and if you get killed, you have to spectate. And it's basically, It's probably going to be a bit campier than other game modes, because if you die, you're dead. You have to sit there and spectate. And that really wasn't much fun for me. I don't like sitting there and spectating. But you go by rounds. Whoever wins the most rounds will win the game. And if there's a tie at the end of the game, they break that tie by whoever had the most kills. I actually wasn't too crazy about the last man standing modes, because I ended up having to spectate quite a bit. Being a new player, it's going to take you a while to learn how to play this game comfortably. But I ended up coming back to Team Deathmatch, and you see right here I picked up an achievement. You do have achievements, and I assume you will have trophies for the PS3 side of this game. So you do get some little extra added bonuses while you play this game, like unlocking the achievements. And not only do you have the 7 different game modes to play on multiplayer, you also have 4 online co-op missions that you can play. And you don't necessarily have to play these missions with your friends. You can play them solo. And the really nice thing about playing these co-op missions is you're going to continue to rank up. You're going to continue to earn XP and unlock different weapons and attachments. So that's really nice. You can actually play these little extra side games without jumping right into multiplayer if you don't want to. And it's a nice way to rank up without getting your ass handed to you without knowing what you're doing. But I jumped right into the multiplayer in this one, and like I say, it took me about 5 or 6 games to really kind of learn what I wanted to do here. And after this game, I actually had a couple of other decent games. Up until this point, I had kind of struggled to break even. But I think as you rank up and you get better weapons and better attachments, you'll probably find this game a little bit easier. You also see some accolade type points popping up there. When you string together some multi-kills or do something extra, kind of like getting a headshot, they will reward you with some bonus XP for doing those types of things. So that's kind of nice right there to help you, continue to rank up more. If you were on the fence about buying this game, I would say go for it. It's pretty good value, I think. For $15, I don't really see how you can go wrong. You get a full multiplayer experience, 12 maps, up to 16 players, literally thousands. They say trillions, maybe it's millions, I don't know. You get literally thousands of different weapon combinations that you can make with all the unlocks that are available. And I think it's enough to keep you occupied for hours on end. And there's not much difference between this and something you buy in a retail store. It's just downloadable content, And I think the pathway is open for them to expand on this game, add different types of game modes. New map packs will probably be available for this game as well in the future. And everything you heard that was good about this game is true. It was very talked about, very highly touted at this year's E3, and I think it deserves every bit of that praise. It's a really good buy for the $15, and it's available right now on Xbox Live, so you can download it today. I'm not sure exactly when you'll see this video, but it's supposed to be downloadable in the next week or so on Steam for the PC, and on PS3 should be upcoming shortly, I would hope. I did not hear of a release date yet on the PS3, but it will be available soon on all of the consoles except the Wii. Again, apologies to the Wii players out there. This game is winding down here. You see we're about at the 1.5 minute mark, and I really didn't give any tips on actual gameplay in this game, probably because I haven't really learned anything that I can pass along to you guys yet myself. I'm still a total new player at this, so it will take some time before I can call myself an experienced Blacklight Tango down player. But you may not want to play this as aggressive as you would a game like Call of Duty. You may want to hang back a little bit, and it's okay to camp a little bit in a game that you absolutely have no idea what you're doing. I think you noticed about halfway through I started picking up a lot of multi-kills strung together when I was kind of holding down that central area of the map. And there's nothing wrong with taking your time and learning the maps and not being as aggressive when you're playing a new game like this. We are under the 1 minute mark. We're counting down. This game actually goes to 100 in score, or a 15-minute time limit, and we ended up going to the time limit on this one. Could not achieve the 100 kill mark. Get a nice little double kill right here at the end, and that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed my first thoughts on Blacklight Tango Down. It gets my rock thumb up approval rating, and like I say, if you had any doubts about whether or not to pick this up, give it a try. I don't think, you can spend $15 in much worse ways, and this one here, you'll really enjoy it, I think, especially if you're a fan of the Call of Duty or Halo series. I think you'll enjoy it. Alright guys, we win this game at the time limit, and I end up going 33 kills and 11 deaths. Be sure to check out my channel. The link will be below in the description, and I'll see you guys again really soon. Have a good one.